Your hardware refresh policy is out of date. Here's how you can write a hardware refresh policy in minutes. Hi, Matt Barron, Product Specialist at InvGate. Without a hardware refresh policy, your agents are left answering some pretty difficult questions. This lack of clarity can lead to outdated and unsupported technology, overspending on premature replacement, and an inability to properly budget for hardware. When you design a hardware refresh policy, it's important that it matches your organizational goals, culture, and budget. For instance, if technology is an important part of your strategy, you will want a policy that drives operational excellence, innovation, sustainability, and better experiences for your customers and colleagues. If cost savings and innovating non-technical experiences are your top priorities, your policy should reflect that. So that's the baseline. Align with organizational and departmental goals as well as budgets. Secondly, your policy should be specific about replacing aging equipment. Most companies replace laptops for employees within 3 to 5 years, mobile phones every 2 to 4 years, servers and network components within 4 to 5 years. Some teams also try to replace equipment before the warranty expires. It all depends on your context and budget. Now, you'll have two camps of customers for hardware refreshes. The ones who don't want you taking their precious computer and replacing it every 5 years. And you'll have people that want a new laptop each year or whenever Apple releases a new one. So you're going to want to spend or to have some logic behind your replacement policy as well. Performance standards, cost to support, security risks, and compatibility are just a few of the constraints you might include in your policy. This way, if you need to justify deviating from policy, you have some standard reasons why that would make sense. There are two main ways that I see teams automating within hardware refresh. The first is to set up an email notification when the warranty expiration is approaching, which is quite simple. You can go into Settings, CIs, Automations, and I've got one here that sends me a warning at 30 days. So it's going to email anytime that a warranty is 30 days out. And another is to create an end-of-life or EOL date custom field. If I go into one of my assets here, I can actually go into custom fields and put in my specific end-of-life date. So I can say specifically, we're going to try to pull this out of service on April 30th, that sort of thing. This is a great feature for teams with longer refresh cycles. As for the actual replacement of devices, I recommend doing 1/12 of your swaps each month to spread out the work and the spending. This will level out your budget and avoid a huge expense once a year, and spread it out to be every month. Also, if equipment is marked for replacement and happens to break or come into the IT department for service, that's a great time to perform the swap. So be a bit flexible about the timing. If this asset came in and I saw April 30th as the end of life date, it's pretty clear I should take this moment to replace the machine. It's also important to clearly communicate with everyone because hardware feels personal. For this, it's really useful to use smart tags for devices that will be swapped soon so that technicians can quickly see the machines that are marked for replacement and do it on the spot. I've got a tag set up specifically for this. So tags is 2023 refresh or 2024 refresh or 2025 refresh. You'll tag those assets with that tag specifically so that they get pulled and changed. You can also create a dashboard to help with planning ahead. Here I've got a dashboard for hardware refresh and it's showing me active assets with expired warranties, warranty expirations, planned purchase month, and end of life by month as well. Now, your policy can go as far as you want, but if you're looking to be thorough, I recommend including metrics that you'll use to measure equipment performance and total cost of ownership, as well as information about how these insights will inform and adapt refresh schedules. Some other elements that are important to include in your hardware refresh policy would include sustainability goals, personalization constraints, stakeholder collaboration, as well as training. Just keep in mind that the policy should match not only your current culture, but also the culture that you aim to create. So, make sure you leverage a customer community to select your hardware, and get this policy written and signed off so that you can start maturing your asset management practices. If you'd like to learn more about asset management, I highly recommend you subscribe to our YouTube channel and follow us on LinkedIn. We're constantly building value that we can give to the community, and we'd love to hear from you. And if you'd like to replicate what you saw in this video, go grab a free trial of InvGate Asset Management by clicking the link. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I hope to see you again soon.